because today I'm going to commence my early review about the SH Figuarts 4th Hokage Minato Namake's action figure, which is slated to be released come 2016. Is this action figure a paradigm of perfection? Is this action figure the epitome of perfection? Is this action figure the embodiment of resounding perfection? I think he is. I think that this action figure has merit, no facets. Apparently it's going to retail for at least $48.80. Is roughly $50. It'll probably sell for more post being released on the secondhand market via eBay. It's comprised of ABS and PVC plastic. It stands roughly 5.7 inches tall, nearly 6 inches tall, so it coincides eminently well with the 6 to 7 inch prodigious action figure collection. It comes with interchangeable hands, interchangeable faces, a custom katana, and the Rasengan wrist, or the Rasengan accessory. So this figurine is by no means a low quality figurine. I love his textures, I love his deco, I love his paint applications, I love his shadings, I love pretty much everything about the figurine. He has high quality aesthetics. I love his hues. He truly embodies Minato from the Naruto Shippuden series. This figurine is unequivocally a part of the Naruto Shippuden action figure line. He's going to be produced by Bandai. They're going to churn him out very soon. I love the fact that he comes with a multitude of hands. I love the fact that his face could be swapped out. I love the fact that he has ample points of articulation. His legs can move outwards and inwards. His arms can seemingly move outwards and inwards. Fortunately, they're not relegated to ratchets. His head is very likely on a disc joint. I'm unsure whether or not he has a diaphragm joint. I would presume that he does. A figurine of this caliber should have a diaphragm joint. They should also come with fisted interchangeable hands and accessories. This figurine eminently satisfies the criterion for being constituted as a high quality figurine. Now, my only gripes appertaining to this figurine are that he commands a hefty premium price. He commands a staggering premium price of at least $48. Furthermore, he lacks finger joint articulation, so if you want to utilize different hands, you have to swap them out. I'm unsure whether or not the Rasengan is relegated to one hand or whether it could be removed. That's an enigma. If it's relegated to one hand, I'm not particularly fond of that. I would have preferred if it could be a standalone accessory that's not mounted to one hand. But if it is mounted to one hand, it's not the end of the world. He also lacks toe articulation. He very likely can perform an ankle pivot. I doubt all his attire is removable. Perhaps his wardrobe is removable, but we have yet to see whether his wardrobe can be removed or not. I don't physically possess this figurine. I plan on procuring him if I can obtain him for under $30. He's an extraordinary, stellar, stupendous figurine. I love his sculpt. They did a fantastic job with this figurine's mold. My only main gripe appertaining to this figurine is the price, but other than that, if you can get past the price is not an issue for you if you're in the mood to splurge, and if you're an avid, devout Naruto Shippuden fan, then the figurine will likely appease you in all facets. He has a copious amount of points of articulation, so he can be placed into nearly any dynamic pose as you see fit. You can swap out his hands, you can swap out his face. He's an intricate figure, and I love this figurine down to the nitty-gritty I love the figurine down in the nitty-gritty details. He truly embodies the 4th Hokage down to the T, or down to the nitty-gritty details. So I recommend and advocate picking up this figurine if you can afford to do so. If not, you may want to defer buying him until his price plunges. He'll probably appreciate in value, but in the far future, perhaps when 3D printers become mainstream, he may plummet in value if you can print him out from your own living room or from your own bedroom via a 3D printer. But until then, you may want to have second thoughts about buying him for $50, because it's just an exorbitant price to concede to and to succumb to, especially when Marvel Legends action figures produced by Toy Biz that have more points of articulation than this Minato action figure retailed for $8 each. They also came bundled with a comic book and an extraordinary accessory. The standards since then have plunged. I'm glad that they're still producing high quality figurines. up to par with the Marvel Legends figurines, but the only issue is that they command a staunch and premium price of at least 6 times more. So this figurine is at least 600% more expensive than a Toy Biz Marvel Legends figurine. It's a shame, it's a pity, but it is what it is. But overall, based on the price, I would have to raise this figurine to be a 7 out of 10, and that's me being generous. We're able to receive the quintessential version of Minato as a refined version over the version produced by Mattel, but the only issue is the price. The $50 could be earmarked towards a myriad of other items. It doesn't necessarily have to go towards the purchase of an action figure. If this figurine were $8, I would rate him to be a 10 out of 10. If he were 20, I would rate him to be a 9.5 out of 10. But based on an objective perspective, based on the action figures churned out today, and based on the action figures churned out in the past, at best I can give him a 7 out of 10, even though I have a proclivity to love Naruto Shippuden action figures. Thanks for watching. I hope that you found this video to be fascinating and intriguing. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.